Predictive programming is a theory that suggests media, especially entertainment and movies, can subtly prepare audiences for future events or social changes by introducing them as fictional scenarios. Our lesson for today is on society and its relationship with food and the food industry. This lesson dates back over 50 years ago, and it comes from the movie Soylent Green. Soylent Green came out in the year 1973, starring the one and only Charles Heston. But what was this movie predicting? The movie is a dystopian science fiction thriller set in a severely overpopulated and polluted New York City in 2022. The story revolves around Detective Robert Thorne's investigation into the murder of a high-ranking executive of the Soylent Corporation, a company that produces synthetic food for the masses. Keyword: the masses.
Yeah, when I was a kid, food was food. Well, our scientific magicians poisoned the water, polluted the soil, decimated plant and animal life. Why, in my day, you could buy meat anywhere. Eggs they had, real butter, fresh lettuce in the stores. I know, so.
Wait a second, did you just hear that? Soul said scientific magicians poisoned the water. More people are realizing this importance, but it is so vital to read the labels of the food that you are purchasing. So let's see what these scientific magicians are working up today. So many foods are made by chemists in the labs. Foods that fall into this category have refined ingredients and artificial substances that are not generally good for our bodies. These chemically processed foods are more common than you think. So the movie had Soylent Green, and we've got soy burgers. An interesting billionaire by the name of Bill Gates was one of the main investors in Impossible Burgers. Very interesting, as he is also one of the largest owners of farmland in the United States. But we see all these ingredients in these Impossible Burgers. Very, very interesting. And they say that we need to cut back on beef consumption to save the climate because it's producing so much CO2 while they still fly around only in private jets.
So, oh my God. How did we come to this?
There could be a more sinister agenda behind all the food that we eat as well. That is why it's so vital that you read your labels. It may not be in the food that you purchase from the grocery, but maybe it's in fast food. Why else will KFC come out with this commercial earlier this year showing cannibalism? And you know what McDonald's is. They've served over 100 billion customers or something like that. That is a lot of beef. Where is all the beef coming from? How authentic is the beef? And think about it. That is just one fast food company. What about the 20 others? As darkness increases in these last days, consider, what are we consuming?
People. Soylent Green is made out of people.